Still such a pivotal time in Manchester United's season, with the chase for the title still on now, with them being 5 points behind the leaders Tottenham Hotspur, but they are still yet to face Liverpool and Manchester City consecutively, and that second match against Spurs for the rematch at Old Trafford. In today's highlight show, they will take on Chelsea at Old Trafford before moving to Leicester City at the King Power Stadium, and they're both coming up next. This is the start of a very important period for Manchester United. The first of many big games in the space of a few weeks. We kick off here at Old Trafford against Chelsea. Then there'll be a brief respite before taking on Liverpool and Manchester City. And of course, they have the first knockout round double leg in the Champions League against Juventus coming up as well as I believe it's the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Gregg Popovich has put out his best 11 today to take Chelsea, because this could be a very important game in the chase for the title. Chelsea have dropped down to 5th after looking like early title contenders in the first half of the season. Manchester United have come from pretty much nowhere. They were down in 5th at one point, and now the roles have really been reversed, as them and Tottenham Hotspur look to be battling it out for league supremacy, building up a bit of a gap to those behind. Manchester United just simply want to keep Tottenham Hotspur on their toes, as actually Martial gets an early shot away, because the support cast will then be there to back him up if he does have an off night or an off afternoon, which he rarely has. And Abraham, and he was going for the spectacular. Unfortunately, it didn't come off. No space here for the cross. And the overhead kick doesn't work. And Abraham is one of those, along with Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi, that have really shined the brightest for Frank Lampard this season. If they can get a draw, get a point, it is a point against the traditional top 6, and it's never to be looked down upon. Martial against Tellez. And Greenwood off the bar, and I think it was put onto the bar by Kepa. It's a good save from the keeper, Mason Greenwood. Great header. Plays Dallo short. There's Ruben Neves. Oh, off the bar. And that is vintage Ruben Neves for the first time this season. And what a strike. Kepa was nowhere. That was going in. And that is vintage Ruben Neves. And it almost came off for him. What a hit. So unlucky not to score. Because Manchester United have been much better defensively since he came in. Mason Greenwood! Oh, and he tries for range as well. And they're having fun with Chelsea now. Oh, great pass here from Martial. Greenwood, well, he had to take the shot. He was going to get tackled. Probably could have got the foul there, of course, just simply he wanted to take the shot instead. You can't blame him for that form he's on. Mason Greenwood has collided with his man and got straight back up. Marcus Rashford has found it. Mason gets tripped and is away. Mason Greenwood, oh, good save by the keeper. Mason Greenwood though, tremendous play. Absolutely fantastic play once again from Mason Greenwood. Just beats everyone for dust. Good save by the keeper. You've got to credit Kepa. It's a very good save. This is a very good game. First time Manchester United have dropped points in a few games now. It's the winning feeling. It's at Old Trafford. Rashford over the bar in his header. Manchester United much better from corners recently. Martial gets it. He'll hit the ball in the hopes of the half-time whistle goes. And there we go. Well, no goals, which has been a surprise at Manchester United over the last month, but they'll take the point, considering it's another top 6 contender. Gregg Popovich and Lampard very evenly matched here. And it is going to be Jorginho to step up, as Giroud has come on for Tammy Abraham. Oh, it's off the bar! It's off the bar! And Chelsea still forward with Pulisic. David De Gea saves it. Giroud, it's in. It's finally in. Chelsea get the scramble. And it's in. And Giroud off the bench. Giroud literally off the bench. And Manchester United just couldn't get it away. It was a great save by De Gea into the path of Telles. And Giroud was just quicker. Telles, nothing really he could do about it. Not his fault. And it was just really good play from Giroud here. And the former Arsenal man has put Chelsea in the lead. And that could be vital come the end of the season. And Frank Lampard's side are ahead. Manchester United probably ruining those chances in the first half. There's still time. Greenwood. Telles. Greenwood. Van der Beek. And saved by Kepa. It's no 4-4 goal for Van der Beek yet. Kepa's been sensational this game, to be fair. If Chelsea do win this match, they've got him to thank as well as Giroud. Good save. Mason Mount has come on for Pedro. And Ruben Neves. And still Ruben Neves. He's put it in. What a goal by Ruben Neves. Just over 10 minutes left. What a goal. It came out of nothing. I think that might be Neves' first or second goal of the season. Pogba with the corner. Headed by Neves. The ball fell to Neves and somehow he had the wherewithal and control to put it in. What a goal by Ruben Neves. That is a sensational goal. The body momentum from the header put him forward into prime position to hit the rebound. And Manchester United proving their resolve. 1-0. Van der Beek. Gallo. United still pushing forward. Rashford. He's put it in off the post. Marcus Rashford. 2-1. He goes to the stands. And is that a winner? Is that a winner? And is it what possibly wins United the league here? Marcus Rashford, the tenacity. It's another goal for Rashford. He's not been amongst the goals as in previous times. Van der Beek with another assist. But that was all the sensational work of Marcus Rashford. And had Tomori all over him. What a goal. And it may have just won United the game with 2 minutes plus left. Man United 2, Chelsea 1. They've come from behind again, Manchester United. They made such a history of it. It would have been just Mason Greenwood's season, isn't it? Well, there you go. In 8 minutes, they did it again. Manchester United come from behind. It's a vital win by 2-1. Manchester United are in this title race. What a comeback win. Typical United. So, coinciding with our coverage today, Aston Villa, another win for them. 4-0 against Watford. Sheffield United struggling at the bottom, losing again to Arsenal by 3-0. Another 3 goals let in against Norwich City with Bournemouth today. They did score 1, but they lose as well. Everton keeping pressure on the top 4 by winning 3-0 against Leicester City, and following the result at Old Trafford, that is crucial to say the least. Newcastle United losing to Liverpool by 3-0, and Manchester City winning again as well. Where have Liverpool and Manchester City come from? Where have they been all this time? Burnley losing 1-0 to Southampton. Crystal Palace beating Brighton by 3-1, but another pair of dropped points for Jose Mourinho, and this league is now tantalisingly close. As we look at the table, it is now 2 points between Tottenham and Manchester United. Jose Mourinho is feeling the pressure, and Gregg Popovich is not letting him get away based on today's result. Everton in 3rd, Manchester City in 4th. There are 2 points between them in the fight for 3rd. Arsenal back up into 5th, taking advantage of Chelsea's loss today. Liverpool moving into 7th. It's West Ham United and Aston Villa once again completing the top 10. Bournemouth moved to 11th. Wolves moved to 13th and Southampton moved to 14th. Palace moved to 17th. Burnley dropped back into the relegation zone. Sheffield United and Norwich City, it's just not going their way as they lose again today and are rooted to the bottom for a reason. With the rematches between Liverpool and Manchester City coming up, Gregg Popovich has another day where squad rotation is the story. And well, a few weeks ago we wouldn't have said that he could afford to do this, but actually he can, considering the situation in the league now, with them just 2 points behind Spurs. If there is a drop points today here against Leicester, it won't be the end of the world. Leicester being a really tough side, however, are not going to make it easy today, and Manchester United's second unit has been the one under criticism this season, has not really been able to pull out the points or the wins. It always seems to be a draw or loss that this Manchester United team seems to kind of come up with in a situation like this, where its second unit is out, with the first unit being rested. Almost no familiar names in the side today. Koulibaly is probably the only one that would be considered a regular. Nacho. Perez. Turns out Koulibaly. And Perez has put it in, and Koulibaly again is at fault. And Perez makes it 1-0. And that is not what was in the script. Manchester United haven't lost a game since Boxing Day, which doesn't seem that very long ago. Gregg Popovich, what must he be thinking? Radio Koulibaly has come up in faults again here. Just let Alphonso Perez turn. That is not great defending again by Claudio Koulibaly, who needs to impress. And it's just going from bad to worse. He's probably the only signing of Gregg Popovich's 10 that has not really performed to expectations. Alphonso Perez makes it 1-0. And, well, we know Manchester United's comeback stature, but again, we said this at the top of the show. United's second unit just cannot get anything at the moment. Gregg Popovich is having to rely on his best players for the majority of this run. Mason Greenwood has played almost all of them. And once again, his second unit is letting him down. Nacho. Phil Jones and Fosu Mensah getting in a bit of a mess. A great battle back there from Phil Jones. He gets the ball, but he's going to give it away to Maddison. And in Nacho! Oh, what a belter! 2-0. And very quick double goal here for Leicester. And again, another defensive howler. Well, Phil Jones, to be fair, he did all the right things getting the ball in the first place. And then really rushed the clearance. You could tell from the moment it left his foot that was going to end up with a Leicester player. To be fair, that is a pretty stunning shot. But once again, Gregg Popovich is being let down by his secondary unit. And I think that is going to be what costs Gregg Popovich the league this season. He has the depth. They just don't perform. Leicester 2, Manchester United 0. And the alarm bells are ringing here. Leicester will be probably more than happy to keep it and roll it out of play. Well, the King Power Stadium has its home team leading and Manchester United trailing here. Like we said, probably not the end of the world now they are where they are, but it could be a very telling day in the title race. Leicester City 2, Manchester United 0. Fred. And that is the end of the game. Manchester United just a step behind the game today with their first loss since Boxing Day. Once again, Gregg Popovich has been let down by his second unit of players, and Leicester have capitalised. So all the scores from match day 26 as the season is starting to wind down slightly. Chelsea and Aston Villa, a 0-0 draw, and that could spare Manchester United some blushes. Watford losing to Sheffield United by a goal to nil, and Mikel Arteta is starting to find his form again with a 3-1 win at Bournemouth, and Liverpool also won the Merseyside derby against Everton by a goal to nil. Manchester City and Newcastle United drawing 1-1, Southampton losing to West Ham by a goal to nil, Brighton have been 4, Burnley 1, Tottenham Hotspur have capitalised on the loss at the King Power Stadium for Manchester United today, 2-0 against Crystal Palace. The pendulum has swung back to Tottenham Hotspur, Wolves beating Norwich by a goal to nil. And this is what it means for the table then, back to 5 points between Tottenham and Manchester United. Arsenal's win and Everton's draw with Chelsea has propelled them up to 3rd and 8 points behind Jose Mourinho. Maybe Mikel Arteta could be back in the title fight. Everton dropped down to 4th, City dropped down to 5th despite their late flourish. Chelsea and Liverpool now down to 6th and 7th, which is surprising considering Liverpool's recent form. Leicester stay in the top 10 and extend their leader West Ham United to 9 points. Aston Villa completing the top 10. Newcastle have moved up into 11th ahead of the expensive Bournemouth, and no changes elsewhere. At the bottom is Burnley, Sheffield United and Norwich City, and the fight for safety is not as tight as it looks, even though it is just 7 points between the bottom club and Crystal Palace.